Hello. I just got back from a lovely trip to upstate New York with my boyfriend and his family to his camp upstate. Both of these words are foreign to me. As a California native, Utah dwelling person, we don't say upstate California. And camping usually means that there are tents, but there was no tents, just an old house that is not insulated.
The plumbing's 1974, so of course it needs some work.
It was awesome. We basically just read books on the beach and went kayaking every day. And it was so magical and healing and actually felt like a real vacation. I feel very refreshed and I'm very also ready to be back here in Salt Lake, here in my studio. But I have one more small journey that I must undertake, and that is to go get my dog, Juniper. If you have been here before, you might be wondering, hey Kristen, where's that cute little border collie that lives in your studio and lives with you? She's not here right now. She's with my mom in California. Junie is a very anxious dog. She's a very scared dog, and she doesn't really like very many people. She's kind of new to my life still, and my mom offered to take her. The only caveat was that I had to drive to Winnemucca, Nevada, which is 5 hours away. My mom also drove to Winnemucca, Nevada, which is 5 hours away from her. We camped and exchanged the dog and then parted our ways. Now it is time to complete the other half of that, which is both of us driving again to Winnemucca and then trading off Juniper. I'm so excited to see her. I wish she could have come to New York. I don't think she would like being on an airplane, but I'm so excited to have her back. And then once I have her back, then my life feels like it resumes again. So I'm gonna go do that tomorrow. There's some things I have to do. I have to make a poster. Also have to start on the 2026 calendar. Yeah, it's September. I have to start on the calendar. If I don't start now, it's gonna be crazy and I just need to get it done. I am gonna be in a group show at the Utah Museum of Contemporary Art, UMOCA, on the 26th of September, and I'm going to be showing a sculpture I made out of trash. I usually don't make sculptures out of trash. That's not my comfort zone necessarily, but we are going to be showing our sculptures as part of their exhibit that is called Something from Nothing, I think. I just dropped off a wholesale order at my favorite cute store, Atelier. If you're ever in Salt Lake, go to Atelier. It's cute. If you ever want to get a gift for someone or buy a cute thing, you should go there. Oh, I have to show you what I got. I got these magnets for my fridge. Is it a baby or is it an old lady face? I don't know, but these were important to me. Something else that I got recently that has been kind of ruling my brain is Hobonichi. Hobonichi time. If you're a Hobonichi girl, you know it's Hobonichi time right now. If you don't know, this is just a weekly planner. These are what the weekly pages look like. I've just been writing my to-do lists and weather stuff. I'm back on the Hobonichi game. I was using a different planner that just wasn't working for me, and so I got this April start weeks, and maybe I'll make a video showing how I use it once I've been in it for a little bit longer. We have to go get Juniper. So you're coming to Nevada. I know you probably didn't want to go there, but neither did I. And the thing about Nevada is nobody ever wants to go there, but it's kind of cool. Some parts of Nevada are kind of cool. Most parts aren't. So yeah, let's go to Winnemucca and let's do some art. Okay, so I just did this quick oil sketch. I am gonna wait for it to dry and then scan it, but I'm going to do the rest of the illustration digitally in Procreate. I wanted to start with a traditional painting and I think it turned out good. This is from a photo that one of the dancers took while they were doing research for the project. I asked them if I could use it as a reference photo, and I think it'll look really good with the lettering on top. I got this new thing for my oil painting setup. It's this little coil that I've been putting my mineral spirits in. I've just been painting with walnut oil and then cleaning my brushes with mineral spirits. I obviously try not to get the paint all over my hands, and I don't really touch the mineral spirits that much, but it's just walnut oil. It's just you can cook with it. And then we just do this. This has this little metal inside. Get all the pigment out. And I resisted getting one of these because I was like, I can DIY something. I tried to DIY something and it's just not as good. Now all the pigment's in here and it'll settle to the bottom, and then I can keep using it to clean my brushes, and it's all sealed in there. And then I'm going to go to the bathroom and use this, clean up my brushes, and they'll be all ready to go. chill.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm driving 80 miles an hour right now. Cut my bangs this morning. Can you tell? Yes, you can tell. Highway 80 is just a straight line. Speed limit's 75 miles per hour. Set the cruise control at 80. Put on a podcast. Drink an iced coffee. And you'll be there in no time. The last couple of hours do feel like you're going insane. Last time I did this, I listened to I Who Have Never Known Men. The story is about a group of women who are trapped in an underground bunker, and they later escape the bunker to find that they are the only people on Earth, and that the land is kind of like inhospitable. And I listened to that while driving across Nevada. It's like about people feeling trapped and in the middle of nowhere, and it was kind of perfect. Honestly, it was like a vibe. I am so excited to see Juniper. I can't even handle it. I cried this morning watching a YouTube short of someone adopting a dog. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Junie, hi. Looks like you still exist. She may be a little bit well fed, but she's dancing.
We are at the Saltaire, which is this weird building on the Great Salt Lake. It's very strange. Thank God my assistant is here to help me. My friend the other day said she kind of looks like George Washington. And sometimes she does. Not right now though, she looks like a sweet sleepy puppy. Okay, so I got that mat cutter. It's a purchase that I've been wanting to make for a while. I have tried to cut mats with just an X-Acto blade. Do you want to be in the video? But if you've ever tried to cut a square out of a bigger square, it's very difficult. But the mat cutter was such a great purchase. I'm so glad that I decided to get it. It seemed like a superfluous thing for a long time, but I'm gonna get good use out of it. I'm always finding frames at the thrift store. The thrift store pretty much always has frames. I got this yesterday. It's honestly kind of cute. It's a little cute. I like the pink mat, but something I've been wanting to do for a long time is frame these little pieces. Oh, okay. Frame little things with a big mat. I think it just like elevates it and makes it so much cooler. And I have a bunch of little drawings that I could potentially sell at markets and things. It's really hard to ship glass. Like I don't really feel comfortable sending frames around the world, but for local stuff, I feel like people always love picking up framed originals, especially if they're framed cutely. What do you think about that? Is that a good idea? I bought this cream colored mat board from the art supply store yesterday. This might be too bright for me, honestly. Do you see the vision here? Okay, now we need to measure and do some math. If you think that artists can't do math, you're wrong. If you think artists are naturally bad at math, you're correct. My marks aren't quite long enough. Where'd my pencil go? Sweet. Okay, I have to take my shoes off because I'm feeling overstimulated. That is a postcard I got from Italy and a greeting card from my friends at the Lichen Collective. This one is a little postcard from Lee Ellickson, and I took this little pigeon painting out of an Audubon magazine. This is a Picasso print that I found in a book at a vintage shop. So yeah, that was fun. Now I have to do my real work, which entails looking at a screen for the rest of the day. Looks pretty cute right there. Let's go!
That is for good reason. There's Paris and New York and LA, and I just love the meticulous care that Cocomellis puts into every line of her writing.
It was so cool and really surreal to see my sculpture in the museum. A museum show? What? Who am I? I was so nervous to make a sculpture because I am not a sculptor, not a 3D artist really at all, but I'm so proud of the sculpture that I made. I think it's really cool. It turned out way better than I could have imagined, and I learned a lot of new things about myself along the way. It just goes to show that making something outside of your norm is pretty much always helpful. This is Halls' piece. You might know them better as Pine Bones. So cool. These paintings by Elizabeth Malaska really inspired me. This one of the woman painting with her dog, that's totally me and Junie. It's October, somehow. I don't think we're gonna be needing the air conditioning anymore, so we're gonna take it out. Is that gonna be a little bit scary? It might be scary, but we have to do it. Yep. Oh my goodness. I always like to film that just because I feel like if it did fall out the window, I would want it to be on camera. Obviously, I wouldn't want that to happen, but if it did happen, it just would be so much better if we had footage of it, you know? just got back from biking to the museum where they had a book fair, and I just found the score of my entire life. This is a book about Georgia O'Keeffe, written by the Christine Taylor Pattern, who is an artist and also was someone who took care of her as a nurse in her like dying years. But the real score is this. It's a prescription written to Georgia O'Keeffe, Cinelar, which is a eczema medication. And that's a real thing right there. That was just inside of this book. I own this now. I can't decide if I should frame it or not. It is an eczema cream prescribed to an old woman, but that old woman was Georgia O'Keeffe. So that's in my possession now.
With such power, she could destroy the realm once and for all. And now she seeks to obtain the bestiary and reclaim the souls preserved within. As she so boldly approaches, there is no denying the power, the persistence, the pestilence of death herself, the Red Reaper!
Hello, it is Friday, October 10th. I am leaving to go to California in 2 hours for my dad's memorial, and I just picked up my calendar, 2026 calendar. Somebody's playing some crazy music. I just picked this up at the print shop. I'm so excited. I didn't film any of the process because it was just me clicking around on my iPad. Also, I completely lost a memory card this month. Not lost the footage, I lost my memory card. I don't know where it went. It's just chaos right now, basically. I do need to do a couple little tweaks to the files, but I am going to photograph and list this on the website right now. It should be up for pre-order by the time this video goes out. So in the next hour, I have to photograph every single page, edit the photos, list them on my website, make a newsletter, make a social media post, and then GTFO. My phone's on 10% right now also. Something that I am continuously learning about myself is that I do not know how big things are. 3 inches? Thought I had a good idea of how big that was. I thought maybe these stickers should be 4 inches. They're huge. They're just so large. They're pretty cute despite the enormity of them. They say I am determined to stay joyful despite it all. Maybe it'll look good on a water bottle. Oh, you know what? I think they're fine. I just decided that they're fine. I just got back from California. It was a really nice trip. We went on a lot of cute little hikes and walks. My dad's celebration of life was really nice. Tons of people showed up, which was really cool. And we had a little get together with his climbing friends where we spread some of his ashes at his favorite climbing spot, which was really nice. But yeah, I had to drive across Nevada again. I have been to Winnemucca more times in the last month than I have ever in my life. And I do not desire to go there again, but I fear that it is in my future to always be traveling through Nevada. My calendars should be done printing this week sometime. I have an art market on Sunday. I have so much stuff to do to get ready for the calendar launch. I sold like 500 calendars, and I wouldn't be surprised if I continue to sell more as it leads up to Christmas time. Another thing that I got that's kind of exciting. Making products is such like delayed gratification, but it's finally here. I made these hats. They're embroidered. They say noticer. I'm really happy with how they turned out. They're more of like a dad hat fit than the other hats that I made. They're less of like a flat brim, more of like a dad hat. This one's not adjusted to fit my head yet. I need to take product photos for those and list them on the website. I'm gonna put some aside to take to the art market. Just found out that my studio neighbor is actually leaving. Our studios are actually connected through these doors, and part of me wants to just rent his studio space. It would be like $500 more a month, so I'm not gonna do this, but it would be so nice to have both of those rooms. But I just have this one window that faces east, and it faces this like ugly apartment complex, but he has two windows that face north. They face the street, and it's just like way cuter. So I think I'm gonna move, which feels crazy with everything going on, but with some friends and stuff, I think it won't take that long to move over there. And I'm kind of feeling cramped in here right now. I just feel like I've tried every configuration of the room and it's just not really working for me. And I've been wanting to rearrange for a while, so I might just wait to rearrange until after I move. But that's, you know, something that's happening. But for right now, I need to undo the chaos that I did before I left for my trip and pack my Patreon mail. So let's do that. $350 calendars. 350 calendars. I'm so sweaty. That was hard. Hey, guess what? Missing file. Where are they? I don't know. Missing. I don't want to do graphic design for this reason. I was like, no. I don't want to deal with the files. Turns out we all have to deal with the files. We're all dealing with files all day, every day. I swear to God. There's no escape. I am in the middle of packing and shipping all those calendars and other shop orders that were included in that. So we're just doing holiday prep. Full bore. We're doing holidays. Hey, here's the thought. Maybe your grandma wants a little tiny egg calendar. Maybe she'll like my art. Do you think your grandma would like my art? That's not who I make it for. She's not my target audience. Hi. You might have seen that I've been taking ceramics again. It's so fun. I love it. I love my ceramics class. It's on Tuesday mornings with all the retired ladies and housewives, and they just unloaded the glaze kiln. And I think this is my most successful bowl that I've ever thrown. It's like the most usably large. There are a couple little spots where the glaze was a bit thin. I painted the designs on with the underglaze and then waxed over them so they're like textured. The black underglaze looks the best, but look at how different these two are. Same exact glaze. I think they were just in 2 different parts of the kiln. This clay has a lot of iron in it, so it kind of does this little speckly thing. Pink ones didn't turn out as good, but they're still pretty cute. Pretty cute little horses. But yeah, I think the black underglaze just looks the best. Cute. And then these 2 tumblers that I think I'm gonna take this studio and use as little pencil cups. Yay. Okay, back to my calendar packing empire. I finally figured out how to change the setting on my thermal label printer to print these little circle labels. Yeah, they're looking really cute. I'm putting them on all of these boxes and on the calendar bags. This is like a perfect metaphor for what's happening in my studio right now. My painting setup is literally blocked by shipping stuff. I've been spending a lot more time on the office small business side of my studio and not as much time on the painting making things side of my studio. I've been having so many technological difficulties lately. I don't know, you'd think I just started doing this, but I've been filming myself for like 3 years. That's crazy. I'm gonna put you on a tripod. Let's be professional. Last week I had a couple friends come help me pack orders and we knocked out like 400 of the calendars. I think I've sold like 900 at this point, which is insane. This time of year is just really busy for small businesses in general, but like the calendar is obviously like it's a very time period oriented thing. I feel really proud looking at it because it's like a year's worth of art all put into one thing. After the market, I just had this renewed sense of hope that I always kind of have after art markets, where I'm reminded that on the other side of my artwork, there's a real person who's like actually interacting with it in real life. And in this like online space where a lot of stuff kind of feels like it's getting less and less human, more and more AI sloppy, people still want my kind of messy, imperfect art that I make from my weird little brain. I listened to a podcast this morning from Search Engine about AI slop and Sora, and I had been feeling kind of discouraged about it, but I also know so many people in real life who are kind of choosing to disengage from just consuming mindlessly, and I've been kind of trying to slowly distance myself from certain forms of engagement. I don't look at TikTok anymore. I don't really look at Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts as much as I used to. I'm trying not to look at vertical videos. I've been knitting a lot more. I've been doing stuff with my hands. I've been craving just doing things in the real world. I think other people are too. I've also just been thinking about how you can choose to engage with things that you feel are a positive force and disengage from things that you aren't interested in. Like, I'm really just not interested in spending several hours a day on TikTok or watching videos of Will Smith eating spaghetti. It's just not how I want to spend my time, and the fact that people want to spend their time with me in my little worlds in this little rectangle is really cool. So if you want to see less AI slop and more weird artists making weird stuff, maybe you should engage with this video somehow, like leave a long ass comment, I don't know. But I am going to continue packing these orders. I find filming order packing very tedious. I find order packing in itself very tedious, and I kind of just have to put my headphones in and zone out doing it, and trying to get angles of me putting stickers on things without showing people's addresses. I just don't like doing it. Just trust that I'm doing it, you know? Sorry, I just don't, that's not the kind of videos that I like to make. And I think this video needs to go out. It's been like 2 months since I posted. Sorry about that. My dad died earlier this summer, and I just been in my grief, just feeling my feelings, doing ceramics, making a sweater. I've been trying to get outside. Junie helps me get outside every day. Yesterday was daylight savings time, so the days are definitely feeling very short right now. Yeah, I also just want to say that if you like my videos, you can support me over on Patreon. I send out a monthly sticker and postcard and have some bonus content over there. I posted like a 30-minute Q&A podcast video thing last month. Yeah, I think it's time to wrap up this video. I hope you're well. I really do. I will see you in the next one. Okay, gotta pack these calendars. Bye.